We are the GFC. We are in the building.
But so I don't know if that's true. With the T.I. situation, if he did that, you're a fucking rat too. I don't spare no motherfucking body. Because if you doing anything wrong, you doing anything criminal-wise, and you cooperate with law enforcement to get you out of trouble, that means you're cooperating. That means you're a rat. But I'm going to tell you like this. When I saw that, I think T.I. fucking lying. I think he went up there and just got the fucking talking. You think something happened at 18 years old, right? You gonna hold how vocal he is. I've been around this. You gonna hold that in all them damn time. All this damn time for 20-something years, you gonna hold that in, and it finally came out?
Why admit to that, though?
Why admit to the after? Like, bro, this is what I'm saying. T.I., he's saying this happened early in his career.
Right.
Yeah, but all this stuff, bro, I just feel like, for me, talking and vibing with this man, I don't feel like he could have held that in for fucking all these years. You just basically just come out and say some shit like that, like
I
that
don't know,
shit
man. Look, like,
and then like I'm like, why the fuck he say that when we got a fucking album finna come out?
okay,
Like it was like, bro.
okay. So is that album coming out?
No,
Oh, so you have a finished album with T.I. that's not coming out
no, because it ruined everything.
because of that.
It ruined everything. I woke up with my motherfucking phone, everything full. Like Boosie, you cannot do an album. Boosie, my real fans like Boosie, you the last one left. They like, you cannot put this album out. Like, you know, my uncle OG nigga called me. Like, Boosie? Like, nigga, hey. Nigga, what you gonna, hey, look. Nigga, that album ain't, my uncle called me, nigga, that album ain't coming out.
He told you that.
That was my uncle's OG nigga,
Yeah.
61.
Uh,
Nigga, that album ain't coming out. Nigga, you stand on business, nigga. And I ain't talk too long after that.
Mr. Harris here was, for lack of better words, called out is the parentheses word we'll use.
Now I don't even think that. It wasn't called out. It was questioned.
Question by Lil Boosie today, and the question is about this man's involvement of telling.
Yeah, cooperation. Shit was confusing because he and I have a relationship,
Right.
and it's so many times, like when somebody had your phone number and your address, and you know they could have called or pulled up,
Yeah.
and you have like so many very, very important mutual acquaintances, it just baffled me as to how it ended up.
It's
being
more ways to
presented.
communicate than not communicate.
I mean, the public internet route is crazy.
Right.
But that's, I guess, what prompted you to reach out to me to say, hey.
What the fuck is this? What the fuck is going on here? We got,
But I
do
appreciate
we got
that.
action? Yeah, man.
I appreciate that, you know, and that's kind of what I would have expected from a person I have a real relationship with.
Right.
A phone call. Like, hey, bro, I got a question
The
about
respect
this.
of.
You did?
Yeah.
I mean, so that made it wild, you know.
Because y'all did have that project coming out together, TV shows, all kind of shit.
Yeah, I mean, the thing
a whole
is,
rollout.
hey, look, man, don't now one of us need the other one in order to get out here and make that shake. You see what I'm saying? So whatever we were doing, it was because we wanted to do it.
Right.
Which, you know, is neither here nor there. But when you are standing on something solid, you got to make sure what you're standing on is actually solid.
Right.
If you put your reputation or relationship that's valuable on something that you aren't sure of, and you speak on that publicly, what you're standing on ain't solid. And if it's flimsy, then you are only as strong as this. You're going to be held accountable.
And not to interrupt you, but because we live in such a clickbait clip society, 30 seconds of news to tell an hour-long story, the pivotal point of this conversation that Boosie had with Blad is the word if.
Yeah, and that's why I would confuse it to
He
me.
never said T.I. did do this. It's
But they can't-
if T.I. did this.
It can't be said. But anyway, so it went from sounding like someone certain about something, or excuse me, someone uncertain about something. Then they went to as though this is certainly what will happen
Right.
on the other end of it.
Right.
Then they went back to, but I'm not certain. I don't even think that it's. And that to me, I couldn't follow it. I couldn't make sense of it.
Yeah, because it's the if he is, you know, has done these
If
things.
he did,
do these
I'm
things.
going to do this.
Right.
But I don't think he did. I wouldn't have never put that out there like that about nobody who I had any kind of a relationship with. I'd have picked up the phone and said, hey man, did you do this?
So in dealing in actuality of you guys' relationship, in dealing in what it actually is, would you expect him to know you better than that, to not even question it, or would you just expect the courtesy of a phone call of a real nigga, quote unquote?
I have to say both.
Okay.
I have to say both, which he kind of alluded to.
Because being a real nigga is why I called you like, hey, cuz, what's the deal?
I just appreciate the thought of, you know, getting the facts
Right.
and not just playing in the circus. 'Cause you know what I'm saying? It's like, if you want facts, you want something real, then you come and ask real questions, get real answers,
From a
and
real
have
person.
and have a real understanding.
Right.
And if you just throwing out shit like, I don't know if it did or it didn't, but if and then, and that kind of like, they're just stirring up the circus.
Right.
And I wouldn't do that with nobody who I had no real relationship with.
So do you think he was more concerned about getting that click for that interview more so than actual maintaining the relationship with the friend?
One thing I ain't gonna do is, I'm not gonna assume what nobody would do. I'm only gonna look at the reality
So
of
the
what was
factual
done.
what happened. Right. Right. Is there anything about that particular interview that made you, obviously the whole thing is unsettling?
I haven't
enough,
seen it, bro.
Do you plan on watching it?
Nah.
Why not?
I mean, I got the gist of it.
I mean,
And, you know,
but then one can make the point that you watching the clip.
man, I ain't really watched that for real.
Okay.
People call me and was like, hey man, what's up with this? I'm like, man, I don't know, I ain't seen it. And I read like the headline of it, but I don't want to give it too much energy, to be honest with you.
Right.
But what I can do is address the facts.